It's an exciting day today here in Ballard. Groundbreaking for the new Nordic Museum, which is going to be opening up in 2018. We're here to celebrate the demolition of this building that's going to be happening in 3 days, and the coming up of a brand new Nordic Museum. Since we're being let go of our lease from the school district to make room for the ever-growing population here in Ballard, we've had to move forward with a little bit of urgency. So here we are to celebrate the fact that we've been able to put enough financing together to build the new museum and open it up, so the museum won't be closed at this point at all. So we've started the internal demolition, and the external demolition will start later this week, and if all goes according to schedule, in the next 2 weeks the building will be gone and you'll see the beginning of the building. I want to make sure that we start construction before the wet weather begins, so we're really excited about getting going.
It's a great day for the Scandinavian community in Seattle. We're looking forward to getting finally a new building on our own. It's the only one of its kind, of course, where the Scandinavian or the Nordic countries has come together and built a museum that will preserve our heritage, but also present the modern Nordic countries. So looking forward to seeing it finished and opened.
I want to introduce myself. My name's Eric Nelson. I'm the Executive Director and CEO of the Nordic Heritage Museum, and I'm probably one of the happiest people to be here today. Thank you all for coming. I need to thank the volunteers most of all who've really made this day possible. The museum has been working on this project for at least 13 years, and some people would date it back even closer to 16. When we realized that we needed a new facility. The museum from its very inception has been driven by volunteers, and I appreciate their diligent support, patience while this process has been moving forward. The investments of time, talent, and treasure have been remarkable, and again I want to make sure that everybody understands amongst those volunteers the board of trustees does a fantastic job of keeping us all on track and moving forward. It was 1980 when we opened up to the public up on Sunset Hill in a rented facility. And the museum has been, ever since, committed to sharing Nordic culture and history with broad audience, populations of every color, ethnicity, and age group. We also serve a very important role as a cultural hub and a community center, which is something that we'll be able to do even better in the new facility. And it's also important to note we are the only museum in the United States that really celebrates the cultures of the 5 Nordic countries, which is fantastic. And again, I'm thrilled that we're all here to finally mark this big step in the movement forward. This groundbreaking, we celebrate a huge step in our 38-year journey, our own building, our own property, and right here on Ballard's working waterfront. A place that's been a home to our community for over 100 years, and it's still an important hub to the Nordic community in the Pacific Northwest. I was going to say, one of the things that's kept me here, aside from this wonderful project, has been our incredible president of the board, Irma Gertsen, who I'm going to ask to come up here. Irma served on the board for 10 years and last 5 years as president. Wanted to make sure everybody knew that she is the daughter of a Danish immigrant, Lutheran minister, which is why she's very comfortable telling us all what to do. And I hope that she's going to probably ask you all to give money, and I hope you follow her lead.
Isn't this an exciting day? Wow. Imagine, our new museum is really going to happen. Sometimes during the last few years, I would talk to someone about donating another $1 million or so. You know who you are. And you know who didn't give me $1 million. They would look at me and they would slowly say, "Is that really going to happen?" And then as I thanked them for their donation, I would assure them that it was really going to happen.
It is an honor to be here today. It is an honor to congratulate the entire Nordic community on this museum. I particularly want to thank Irma. Your leadership in raising money in this has just been amazing. I think I learned just how persuasive you are just now. I have the city's credit card in my pocket. I want to say something about what this museum represents to me. It's not just a building, although it will be an incredible building. And hopefully when you actually do the opening, we can get the King of Norway and maybe some other royalty to come back, because that was pretty fun. But you know, it also represents something about what Seattle is about.
I want to step back for just a moment, as the mayor did, and share two important elements that I think are represented by this day. First, we enjoy the benefits on this day of our state's civility, our social fabric of values of honesty and integrity in our public dialogue that is so absent from our national conversation. We enjoy that in Washington State in so much because of the social fabric of the community represented by the Nordic immigration. And there's so much humility and respect and dignity that we honor on this day from our state's history of immigration from the Nordic community. And it's such a blessing on this day. I hope you will allow me, as an American Jew, to have the personal privilege of expressing my gratitude to the people of Denmark, the people of Finland, the people of Iceland, the people of Norway and Sweden, who were so profoundly different in their behavior that we call them, in my community, the righteous among the nations. And it is such an honor to celebrate the cultural heritage where a collective social fabric of nations made a moral choice to stand for those who had no voice. And as we celebrate today in our neighborhood, we celebrate a vast history, not only of immigration to be fishermen in Ballard 100 years ago, but all the way to the social fabric of everything that we value today. And as the mayor said, the history of our progressive values, our ability in the world today where there's so much disequilibrium and so much extremism to bring the values of a social fabric of care and compassion and respect and civic dialogue to issues, whether it's homelessness in Ballard or whether it's global security, all represented by something deep that you don't see every day, that we honor on this day, right here and right now. And that's what we celebrate with the Nordic Museum and Community Center. Thank you so much for all that you do to make this day possible. Thank you for the donors, the volunteers, the staff. Thank you so much.
Okay, the shovelers will be the honorary consuls from all 5 countries or their designates. Some of them are on vacation. Mayor Murray, Reuben Carlisle, State Senator, and the President of the Board. The second shovel load is going to be done by the board members of the current museum. And after that, we're going to invite anybody here today to pick up a shovel and take a shovel load. We're having photographs taken of everyone, and they'll be posted on Instagram, and people can download them as well. So we want to make sure everybody can participate in the groundbreaking.